Big muscle again. We on the hustle again. Welcome back, guys. And in this video, we're gonna go over Zephyrhills, Florida. That's Zephyrhills, Florida. And I'm gonna give you a small history about Zephyrhills, and also take a drive around the town, see how things look currently in 2022, what's happening and what's not happening. Okay, it's Big Muscle. We stay on the hustle. Alright, so Zephyrhills, Florida began as a small town of Habot on April 18, 1888. Could be close, somewhere around there. We don't know for sure, okay? And consisted of 280 acres, where they established a voting district and a post office in 1896. So in 1909, in 1909, Captain Harold B. Jeffries, a Civil War Union veteran from Pennsylvania, purchased 35,000 acres and created the Zephyrhills Colony Company. So that's how it started out. So in case you want to know, where we're driving down right here is downtown Zephyrhills, right? So in Zephyrhills, you notice is a very lean black place, very relaxed, as you can see. And it's in the county of Pasco County, Florida, and that's right on the outskirts of Tampa, Florida. So it's open to a lot of different amenities, a lot of different things that surround Zephyrhills. It's a close shot. Get into Disney World, Orlando side, you grab the Interstate 4 and it'll probably take you all the way up there. So the population of Zephyrhills is about 18,000 give and take, and that's according to a 2020 Census Bureau. Okay, and one thing we know Zephyrhills to be famous for is that Zephyrhills water that is produced in Zephyrhills, Florida. So the water from Zephyrhills, Florida, it's collected from springs, natural springs that's in Zephyrhills, Florida. So that's where they collect that spring water and of course purify it, treat it, clean it and stuff like that, and then they produce that bottled water, which tastes good if you ask me. Yes sir. So while driving through Zephyrhills, Florida, I noticed that there are a lot of different shops. I saw KFC, Advanced Auto Parts store, and different stores that you would see every day in different cities, driving across the United States. And Big Muscle traveled a lot of different cities across the United States, a lot of different places and different towns. And Zephyrhills is not a town that you would hear of every day per se. So for that reason, I decided I want to take a drive through this city, look at what it is, and see if I could find some information about it, talk to local folks and stuff like that. Speaking of talking to local folks, I did speak to one local, and you're gonna hear that conversation we had about Zephyrhills. I actually did it while making this video, so you will get that later on in this video, and you'll get to learn definitely from the locals some more information about Zephyrhills and things like that. So a lot of people prefer city life, and that's fine, but I understand that there's also people who like the suburbs. They prefer to be in a small town, away from the hustle and bustle of heavy traffic. And there is heavy traffic in a lot of big cities, let's be frank about that. And that's just it. So in these towns, one thing I've noticed about small towns is that people here are very relaxed, and they'll tend to be very tight-knit and know each other and family oriented and stuff like that. Okay, so when you stop in these towns, more than likely this person knows that person, the guy down the way knows the guy around the way, and this person knows this son and brother and stuff like that. So just sum it up to be one big happy family, if you will. In most small towns, that's how it is, okay? And you talk to the local folks, you learn about that too. So needless to say, laundromat, a park, different things like that, and I'm pretty sure they have multiple of these things. And from where this town started to what I saw today and what you will see in this video, we could honestly say that it's grown to be something that it didn't start out as. Most small towns eventually turn into different cities with time, because people come and they will develop it and stuff like that. But guess what? Not every small town folks are interested in big cities. All right, a lot of times these people with the intention to develop and build different store, the locals, they don't want that type of store, not store, but they don't want those type of buildings and hustle and bustle to start in their city. So of course it's going to go through your city commission or whatnot, and that will be the decision making process from that point. Okay, but I think it was a nice tour, and I think they have Fifth Avenue, downtown Zephyrhills. And speaking of downtown Zephyrhills, I know I do have a lot of motorcycle fans and a lot of antique car fans that watch Big Muscle Travel and Adventure. And the whole point of this video, really, one of the big points of this video was to go down to Zephyrhills, where they have an annual music and motorcycle show. So that's the annual music and motorcycle show, and it was scheduled for September 10th, which would be a Saturday. This video was made September 9th, so September 10th it was scheduled for. Now currently, as of making this video right now, there's a lot of weather that's not fit into an outdoor motorcycle activity. As you could see on my windshield there's a lot of rain falling, and I did check the weather and it says there's some thunderstorms coming in. So after checking the itinerary for that motorcycle show, I noticed that the date probably changed and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna go ahead and tell you what date it is until the organizers decide if it's gonna be tomorrow, and I'll still probably take a look down there tomorrow and see what's happening. But you can always go and check the information to see whether or not the show is still going to happen on September 10th, or whether or not the organizers did change the date to a further date down the line. This is the perfect phone call. Just so you know, I'm recording, and I'm in Zephyrhills recording. And you're from Zephyrhills, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are some things you can tell me about this city? The people want to know.
It's very family oriented. Mm-hmm. You have a lot of care and concern. They'll look out for you. Okay. But if you're looking for the big city vibe, don't move to Zephyrhills.
Okay. So no big city vibes.
No big city.
Right. So what are some attractions here that you could say, okay, this is cool, that people would enjoy?
They do have like a fun pit, like maybe 10 minutes away from the inner city limit. And I know a lot of people go out there, they take their trucks, they take their ATVs, some people take their dirt bikes, and I believe it's free because it's just open, and they have a good time out there.
All right, so I'm on 5th Avenue and Gall Boulevard, right, as it is. About to make this left turn on Gall going this way. So where did this road take me?
Now you know I'm bad with directions. I have no idea.
I thought it was your town.
Yeah, years ago. I haven't lived in Zephyrhills since, 2014.
2014. So Dade City, I noticed that's 9 miles away.
But it's even smaller than Zephyrhills.
Okay, do you know anything about Dade City? Because I'm going to cover that also eventually.
Dade City will kind of be like a country Miami.
I hear you, man. But I mean, what better source to get it from than people who actually know the city, yeah?
Yeah, I actually love Zephyrhills because I'm very family oriented. I love how much the neighbors look out for each other.
Yeah.
So it gives you a different style of living.
Yeah.
If it fits you, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, and that's interesting because I'm looking around and I'm realizing that these people are very tight-knit. It's similar to different cities around the area. They're very tight-knit, and it ties into exactly what you're saying.
Outside of the built homes, you'll find people that that lived there for generations.
Yeah, I could see that. You know, just based on the houses and stuff like that. I get that sense that, you know, some of these folks have been here for generations, going back and forth, or different family members, whatever it is.
Now it is, I mean, it's a lot of developments, a lot of new home developments and subdivisions, but outside of that, then that's where you get that homegrown, Florida-grown country vibe.
Yeah. That's the vibe I'm getting. Well, you know, people like to know about places, and I've never really seen Zephyrhills on the map, so to speak, you know, or nobody really talking about. I mean, not much happens here for people to talk about, I would say.
And it's so crazy because that's the water plant is out there. And that's some of the best spring tasting water.
You said the water plant is in Zephyrhills, right?
Yeah, that's where we get the Zephyrhills spring water from.
But the funny thing is, a lot of people don't even know that there's a place called Zephyrhills that's in Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people don't know. I didn't even know until years ago, a few years back. Yeah, that's when I found out there's a place called Zephyrhills. So that's why I'm running this story. So, you know, more people could be aware of this small town, per se, of it, and take a look at it. I drove around a little bit. You know, the city hall is over there to the left, and so forth. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a lot of cities all over the United States, and you know I travel a lot of different states that people don't know exist, which is good for some things and bad for some things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is one of the cities I know a lot of people don't know of. I'm pretty sure about it.
Well, luckily they have to visit while they're out across America and beyond.
That's it. So the water plant is there, and Zephyrhills water is all over the world, I would say, because it's all over the U.S. So I'm pretty sure they ship. You know what I mean?
They ship worldwide, but you can't buy it outside of Florida. Like, it's not in stores.
Oh. So where can you get it?
I mean, if you're in Florida, you can just go to your Walmart, local Walmart, or grocery store. But if you're outside of Florida, you can get it delivered.
You get it delivered. So you can't pick it up in a store.
No, I've never seen Zephyrhills water sold outside of Florida.
Okay. Well, you know, things change with the intercontinental stuff that's going on, and the change with Amazon deliveries, this, that, whatever. You never know where you could get it. You know what I'm saying? Because you could probably be in a different state and just order it from a store in Florida or whatnot, then you'll probably still get it.
Yeah, that's why I say you can get it delivered. You just can't go to your local store and pick it up outside of Florida.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's it for that. I'm going to wrap things up here, and I hope the viewers, people who see and watch this video, will get a sense of what it is. The city of Zephyrhills. And catch me in the next video. It's Big Muscle. We stay on the hustle. Until next video. Peace.